On this exercise, we're really going to try to isolate this hip musculature here. In order to do that, we're just going to ensure a few different things to really make sure that that's what we're kicking in and we don't substitute with anything else. So what we're going to first of all do is get in the position. So we're in this side lying position, but I really want to make sure that your knees are higher up. So when you do this, you're going to kind of tuck your pelvis under and bring your knees a little bit closer to your chest. As you do this, you're going to kind of scoop under your pelvis. And then to start off, you want to start with this knee slightly overhanging the bottom knee. And then I'm going to have you tuck your pelvis under, or give me a little rib cage tuck, however you do it, to make sure that you are really contracting the abs. If you need to, you can take this top hand and push down a little bit into the floor, and what that'll do is just make sure that those abs are firing. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to try to lift up here. Now, if you're not really feeling it here in the leg quite as much, just by doing that regular clamshell with the abs contracted and readjusting, then what we're going to do is we're going to straighten our leg out. Now, if you're feeling this too much in the hamstring just as a stretch, what we'll do is keep that knee slightly flexed, but we still want to keep this leg up and leaning over just a little bit so my knee is still overhanging. Again, contract those abs for me, however you need to do that. You can push down a little bit, and then all you're going to do is lift up just a little bit. When we lift this leg up, this top leg up, what you're going to feel is the hip musculature kicking in. You don't want to feel anything in the back. You want to make sure your abs actually kick in a little bit more as we lift. You're going to hold. You should be feeling this right here in the hip musculature. It might come down just a little bit in the back and the side of the leg. You want to make sure you're feeling it more in the hip and not at all in the thigh, maybe a slight bit, but not too much. So we'll start over. We're going to go ahead and get in our position where our butt's kind of scooped under. Our knees are a little bit closer to our chest than normal. And then from here, we contract our abs by doing our little posterior pelvic tilt, tuck that rib cage. You can push down if you need it. Make sure that top knee is overhanging the bottom knee slightly. Keep the feet together. Lift the top knee up. You should feel a little isolation in the hip. If you're not feeling it a whole lot there, what we'll do is straighten that top leg out. If you feel too much hamstring involved with the straight leg, keep the knee slightly flexed. Make sure that knee is still slightly over the other knee, and then we're going to contract the abs. I'm going to lift the leg up. We don't want to go any higher than this horizontal plane, and if for some reason you're not feeling it enough, I want you to point your toe, and as you lift, reach that toe towards the wall in front of you and see if you can't feel it a little bit more through this hip region. You're going to hold and then come down.